The overview of health is that your body is an input-output system. The diseases in your body start from a condition of waste. Your body should be living in a way where it's cleansing, not clogging. You should be eliminating, not accumulating. The first point of call to get all these poisons out of you as rapidly as possible is to begin to realize that not only are you full of contaminants, but if you're like most people, you've eaten your share of junk food over the years, you've eaten from places that you should have driven past rather than driven through, you've eaten while tired and stressed so food hasn't digested properly, and even when you've eaten fruits and vegetables, you've consumed pesticides and other additives, some of which don't break down for years. In tap water, you've taken chlorine, fluoride, and all sorts of nasties, and most filters don't filter these contaminants out. And in the background, you've breathed in air that's the filthiest in human history. The UN estimate the air in Mumbai, India to be the equivalent of smoking 8 packets of cigarettes a day. So if you're in any industrialized city on Earth, you've got an idea of the type of the thousands of poisons you've been taking into your body every day. You've been packing poison onto poison for years. On top of this, you've been exposed to chemicals in paints, carpets, formaldehyde and benzene in office buildings, radiation, electromagnetic fields, radiation, hormones, steroids, antibiotics in your meat. If your body doesn't eliminate waste, it has to do something with it. It has to store it somewhere. So where are these poisons? They're still inside you. That's right, they're still inside you. So if you're having trouble losing weight, struggling with energy, struggling with any medical condition, then the first place to start is with clearing the poisons out that are already inside of your system. These poisons and acids will tend to settle in the weakest part of your body. For some people, this is the breast or prostate or thyroid or lymphatics or the brain. Other people develop mystery aches and pains right through them from the acids settling in their muscular system. Let's get them out of your system before they turn into something more sinister like disease. In the following few moments, we're going to discuss some simple strategies you can immediately do to make some shifts in your life and commence a detox. Your body plays a living organism to a host of parasites, and parasites are smaller living organisms that live inside a larger host. Everybody has bacteria, including Streptococcus and Staphylococcus, yeast, including Candida albicans, and mold, including Aspergillus and Cryptococcus inside them. The trick is keeping these things under control. We want to minimize these organisms as they are designed to decompose us. That is, we are always fighting a battle to not be decomposed from the inside out. If you're sick and tired all the time, it's because your body is fighting a never-ending battle to stay in control. While you sleep, eat, and think, your body is competing to keep the red and white blood cells in control and keep you healthy. A detox is a good beginning, but it takes 120 days for all your red blood cells to cycle over into new ones. That's why good health starts with a detox and then transitions into a lifestyle. In addition to these parasites, we carry germs, chemicals, pesticides, mucus, chemicals in our general air, and often even worms, let alone pharmaceutical drugs, sometimes even consumed in our tap water. Many of these things will stay in our body and eventually degenerate into disease until they're removed, or they get the upper hand and begin to decompose us. You've taken toxins in food, drink, breath, and even through your skin. The first step to turning sickness into health is to eliminate these things from your body. And as toxins tend to settle in the weakest part of the body, some people experience problems in the kidneys or the lymphatics or the musculoskeletal system or even the prostate. So it can present in a different way, and sometimes these toxins present as a pain, or other times they present as a more serious problems. And as acids are heavier than gravity, many of these settle in the extremities of the body, toes and feet, fingers and hands, the prostate or the reproductive organs. Your body has many cries for elimination. You think about when you get food poisoning for a moment. What happens? Your body begins to open all the exits. You get diarrhea, you vomit, you have nausea, your nose runs, and you get sweats. What happens when most of us find our body naturally trying to eliminate the poisons? We call it a cold or a flu and suppress our elimination organs to keep it all inside. Now, there's only 4 places your body can eliminate anything. Think of your body like an input-output system. It's garbage in, garbage out. Or maybe we should say garbage in, garbage stays in until we decide to do something about it. The first thing we must do to get well is to open our elimination channels. If you've been to any natural health practitioner and not experienced the results you want, it's because they haven't started here. The 4 are bowels, which is defecation, kidneys, which is urination, respiratory, which is respiration, and the skin, which is perspiration. Of primary importance are the first two, the bowels and the kidneys. When these first two get consistently taxed, the third and the fourth elimination organs take over. Have you ever heard of someone who has a continual runny nose or persistent skin conditions? Taking care of making sure the first two elimination organs are working properly and consistently often arrests any challenges with the skin and respiration. Another sign the first two elimination channels aren't working as they should is the skin trying to eliminate through profuse and constant sweating, or the skin is itchy or breaking out in dermatitis or dandruff. Sometimes we're told we have a fifth elimination organ called the lymphatic system. This tends to carry waste products to the elimination organs and thus functions as more of a carrier than an eliminator. As we begin to eliminate through our body, we often experience what we call a healing crisis, which is the temporary feeling of sickness. This is as all the waste products are disposed of from the tissues and organs of the body and are sent to the bloodstream and the lymph system to be carried outside of the body by the elimination organs. I look forward to checking with you in a few days. Will Shannon.